express that and explore that is because of how dangerous and how like harmful homophobia is within male communities, right? Like if you go out and kiss a guy, you might get fucking jumped, right? Like if you kiss a guy on the street. Now this isn't to say it's
yeah, because I know it gave you. I tell people when you go to these conventions, it gives you confirmation of how far you have grown in your career.
Yes.
And also, I'm pretty sure you had a bunch of the top talent that you haven't shot with say, "We seen your video."
Yes. I've had people who come up to
You can make money off of it.
But see, the thing about it is, okay, let's just keep it 100. The girls nowadays don't give a fuck about the money; they want to go viral.
Well,
People want to go. So it's kind of like a lot of the girls that don't show their face with the feet, it ain't because they make more money with the feet. Back to where you're not doing the content how you're shooting content, but you're not shooting with everybody that got their mama. Now the circle done closed up a little bit to make yourself. Yes. How you doing, Mom?
I'm really good.
Oh my God, yes. Now, totally understand. You're a busy lady. I've been following because you be everywhere from festivals, weed conventions, porn conventions, all that stuff. You like I said this. How do you do it, man?
I ask myself that all the time, Yeah, a lot of times I spread myself thin, burn the candle at both ends,
I mean, because it's like this. You had been a lady that, how I gotta put this? You was known for porn, but now your branding expanded so like extensively, yo. And what do you contribute that to, yo? Seriously.
I've just got a lot of drive and, motivation. I'm just not the type of person to relax too much and just sit around and do nothing. I was just saying that the other day. Like, I'm just not the type of person. Even if I had I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't sit around and do nothing. I'm always coming up with ideas and businesses and ways to make money and ways to make products and ways to make people happy. And so it's like I'm constantly thinking of things. I'm just not that person.
Yeah, because like this week,
just resting out on the side of the street, like in the park or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's not me.
Yeah, because even like with me, like I'm in between like 9 to 5s or what have you, right? And I feel so out of place because like my body was telling me this morning to get up and go to work, and I was like, wait a second, I don't have a job right now. You know what I'm saying? And also getting up to record the new podcast and stuff like that and everything. And for you, like I said, you have really, let's just say you the queen of CBD, yo, because it's like, one, you have, so people can understand that she has a lube, you have self-care and the whole nine. Because a lot of people, when they do the CBD, it's more about the edibles, the smoke.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm into, wellness products. The things that I have and that my company produces are things that I needed as I've gotten older. Pain rubs. I've got our pain relief roll-on won an award. And so we've got like a lot of products that I just came up with because those are products that I needed, that I wanted CBD in, So one of the products that I'm most proud of is our Intimate Healing Cream. And there's not really a product like this out there. It's for your intimate areas. Men or women can use it. And it really like does healing and like pain relief. So if you've got anything like, maybe razor bumps, or you just got lasered and it's like irritated, or you grinding and any kind of like skin irritations, you put that on there and it heals you up really quickly and it feels really amazing.
Please don't.
I think we're frozen.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, there you're back. Okay.
Yeah, we just came back. The internet trying to get cut up. Please don't mess up internet. So with that being said, this is a good time for me to speak to my smokers. Hello, it's time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge, people. You know I am Kevin Officer Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star, your favorite wonderful host of this wonderful podcast. You can find all my links with one link on mylinks.com/pornrapstar. Let me tell you about who is sponsoring this wonderful podcast. We begin with eroticismmagazine.com, one of the hottest adult mags in the game. Please go subscribe and check out their wonderful magazine. Award-winning, award-nominated, voiceover with smut, and they even got virtual reality. I'm talking about none of them. blusherotica.com. Please go check them out, get a subscription. Also, I had to, with my sponsorship, because of things I had to check out, I had to change a little things, so I had to cut some people, unfortunately. So with that being said, I got to go straight to my two newest sponsors. First off, Pass That Apparel. You can find them on TeePublic and Pass That Inhalation Partners. It's got great t-shirt designs straight for the 420 smoker in yourself. And speaking about 420, what kind of smoke do you like? So be kind and go to smoke.com, the king of THCA vapes, edibles, single roll, as well as buds. They give you great discounts on a lot of great legal weed that can be sent straight to your door. Right now, they got two wonderful vapes for $42. You feel what I'm saying? And a whole bunch of different other great, wonderful discounts as well as sales that they got going right now. Use my referral code to go to smokekind.com and be kind and go ahead and purchase some of that smoke. Also, you can find me 5 days out the week in the mornings at fullswapradio.com. Also, at sgpradio.com as well as skyhoapple.tv.com. Now, this lady has not been on here in a long time. She is a legend. And people, if you're a premium smoker, you know that I talked about it in my deep dive about the history of interracial porn. Yeah, she's one about the interracial porn. She's a fucking queen of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And also, she is culturally relevant. That's right, goddamn, from rappers to athletes, all wanted to taste her. And she is the queen of CBD. And she's also the epitome of a lady that is well diverse when it comes to business. I'm talking about none other than the goddess herself, Sara Jay. Say hello to the smokers.
Hello.
Yes. No, I did a deep dive discussing the history of interracial porn from behind the green door up until, you know what I'm saying, all the way up to the present day. And I talked about how you was one of the ladies that pushed that envelope when it wasn't cool, when it wasn't out there like that. You feel what I'm saying? And it was a rarity, you know. And also what you had to deal with because of you doing interracial. Because I've been to realize it was frowned upon back in the day for girls to do interracial.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So you never ran into that then?
No, not really. And I probably did and just didn't care. And like, it just didn't, for me, it wasn't a big deal. Like, it was a big deal for everybody else in the world. And for me, it was just regular. Like, I never, ever thought about the color of the person's skin I'm having sex with other than the fact they're pretty or not, like, yeah. I like it or I don't like it, like some people have nicer skin, it's smoother, it's softer, the like textures, maybe like some bumpier on other people, but yeah, like I just never really thought about it. And then somebody mentioned it to me. I'd already been in the industry like 2 or 3 years. Maybe like 3 years. And somebody said something about like interracial and like kind of made it a big deal. And I was like, huh? What do you mean?
You were like, wait, what's the problem? I don't get it.
No, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know that was like a special genre. Like, I don't even having sex with black guys on camera or Black women or like anybody, whoever. And I just didn't need at some point early, but not that early on. Like I've been doing this 25 years. So like it already been like a couple of years. And somebody said something about interracial. And I was like, oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, because I did my research, right? And I went through.
A color person's skin is just the same as a color person's hair.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, I like people who have red hair, or like I like people who are blonde. But like it wasn't like a thing. Like and for it to be a thing was like really surprising. But I guess I just never made it a thing in my
was crazy. When I did my research, I said, well, damn. And then I do remember when I talked to producers back then, they was like, yeah, they kind of did try to discourage girls from doing it. And I was like, but it's a moneymaker. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like the shit.
Yeah. You know, I never really had an agent, and like I always hustled all my own work for the most part. And honestly, like I think it's the girls that have managers and agents. They're the ones who would guide them like that. And I think that's just wrong. Look at my career, you know, like it doesn't even make sense. Like if you just think about it in a science numbers kind of way, if you only do movies that exclude a whole bunch of people, you're not going to make money off that whole bunch of people. You know, like it just makes sense. Like why would I don't understand why that would be good advice ever.
If you want to be honest about it, back then it was a bunch of old white dudes.
That's what I'm trying to say without saying it. Like that is
no, fuck that. We say that on my show. No, we don't sugarcoat shit, baby. You know that.
There's not any logical advice that would say otherwise. Like you just can't tell me that.
Yeah. And to me, it's like, because it's funny when I sit back, because even when I did interracial, because before it got, you know, cool, and I'm like, y'all making a big deal of something that has been in porn. It just wasn't prevalent, just like anal wasn't prevalent. Gangbangs wasn't prevalent. Now, gangbangs this the year of the gangbang. It's like everybody wants to do a gangbang. Do you remember so many girls wanted to do gangbangs when you was coming up?
I'm going to contribute that to the fact that when I was coming up, we didn't have as many male aids. Like, you know, Cialis. There was. I remember the first time I had sex with somebody on Viagra. It was on camera, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with that guy's dick?" Like, after the scene was over, I went to the director. I was like, "What the fuck was wrong with that guy's dick?" And he says to me, he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "It wouldn't go down." I was like, "I know how to make dicks come," and I was doing all the things, and it wasn't that he didn't like it. His dick was like rock hard, and it just like wouldn't go down. Like it took forever. Like what should have been in like a 20-minute situation was easy 45. I was like, why is this taking so long? You know, it's just not right. And so now I think that has facilitated a lot more, not just like group sex, but like just sexual Olympic things, you know, like things that you shouldn't be able to do, and your dick is hard and it should not be right now.
Oh God, I heard about the injections, all that shit. And then too, also with research, because I plan to do a deep dive talking about how sex have changed in porn, right?
Yeah.
I watched like the old vintage 80s. Yeah. The actual sex scene was no more than 7 minutes, maybe 10.
Yeah.
Now we got to do 20, 25.
But there was like a lot of acting, though. There was also a lot of acting back then. Yeah. For sure.
So
I foresee more things where like people are going to be in the middle of doing, I don't know, things like skydiving or something, and be able to like maintain an erection the whole time because you just shot up your dick, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there is a lot more guys that are available for gangbangs, etc., because they do shoot up their dicks and they're like, yeah, no worries, I got it. It's fine. Whereas before, if a guy, you know, was uncertain or like maybe even hopeful that he could like work through a gangbang, then he just might not even sign up for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now girls get a lot better content. Well, not just girls, but people get a lot better content for
Mm-hmm.
those type of scenes. And whereas I never like to, I don't like the coordination of so many people, first of all. Also, like, you are just hopeful. You just hope that this works out.
Yeah. Yeah, because like one girl I heard when she was on a Twitter page talking about that she got her butthole ripped doing a gangbang. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I ain't knocking no girl.
People you involved, like, you're not gonna be as confident of everybody's level of professionalism either.
Yeah.
Whatever that means to you, you know, like more people, more germs is the really easy way to say it. That's the way I always think about it. I'm like, shit, more people, more germs.
But see, I'm asking you this because you're a producer, studio owner, all that stuff. Is the ladies more concerned about the number of men more than the quality of what the gangbang is going to look like?
People are concerned about quality, I think. And like it depends on what your goal is, but like I think it's very gimmicky to worry about the number of men. You know, that's very gimmicky. If you're going to be worried about the number of men, then I think you should just like aim high and like you know,
got Body Blue talk about she need 1,000 dudes.
Yeah, well, that's what her thing is. You know, it's like numbers, like quantity. Make a spectacle of it too. Like, yeah, it's part of the marketing and promotion. I'm not like shitting on her at all. Do whatever you do. No. But the thing is like it is very gimmicky. It is like it.
I mean, because that's something that you would want to be.
I was gonna say that's like you're not gonna make a whole website of like everybody on this site fucks 1,000 dudes. You know what I mean? Like we've got 1,000 dudes. You just run one girl through every now and then, like through 1,000 dudes. There's not gonna be a website of that. You know, that's not. So that's gonna be like a one-off, like a marketing like thing. You know?
Yeah, because I don't think you can predicate your career off of doing gangbangs. Because the fans gonna get bored with it to a certain extent.
You end up seeing a lot of man ass a lot of times too, honestly. And not to saying that man ass is bad. Maybe you want to look at man ass, but like, we don't get. It doesn't really showcase the girl.
Yeah.
In like the best way. I mean, it's definitely one of the ways that we can showcase a performer, but it's not the only way that you want to be showcased.
Yeah.
You know? Like you just see pieces of parts. You see an arm and a leg here and there.
Yeah, because see, to me, it's like when it's too many numbers, it how can I put this? It muddies up the scene to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get it twisted.
It's a lot of mayonnaise. It's a lot of mayonnaise.
Yeah,
and a lot of legs, a lot of arms. Yeah, I think my favorites are always like threesomes. I think threesome is like the perfect for it, whether it's a boy, girl, or a girl, boy. Like there's always like a sexual assistant, like who's doing it together. There's a sexual assistant to assist in like squeezing, touching, like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to me, it's like last year was anal, because everybody wanted to do anal. And this year, it was just like everybody want to do gangbangs. I was like, I wonder what next year going to be.
And you know, the dick staying hard abnormally is for both anal and gangbang. It's very helpful.
Yeah, because I tell people this all the time, especially when we're shooting. Y'all don't know how much shit got to go right just for a ride sequence. Fuck anal. The riding of the dick. You feel what I'm saying? Anal is a whole nother total difficulty because, like I said, you got to catch her at the right time. She got to be at the horniest, and your dick got to be at the hardest.
Yeah.
Your dick is not going to get, not even slightly hard.
Yeah.
You know, and even with the ride, because if he's not hard, he's just going to slide, slide off or what have you.
You wouldn't believe how many guys don't realize that. Like, I'll be like, "Are you ready for me to ride?" They're like, "Yeah, go ahead." And I'm like, I don't think you are.
he just somewhere like,
yeah, you're like,
he just comes
you're
out.
like 70, 80%. Like,
Yeah, no, because
this
it's
is
nothing
a
more
lot of
embarrassing.
ass. It's a
It's
lot
nothing
of
more
ass.
embarrassing when she get on top and then your ass get soft. And you be like, oh, fuck. She got to get off of something dick a little bit more to get you back on.
Yeah. No, I need you. Like, if I ask, that means like, are you ready? Like,
Yeah, because I mean, I don't knock anybody or any of the guys, I guess. Because I understand it's a profession, especially if you're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? But I know the damage it could do. Because especially if you take it frequently, and especially with them doing the injections now, oh man. Because not everybody know how to use a needle. I'm sorry.
It's not even that. It's like just getting your body used to that. Do you really want to get your body used to that at such a young age? And you don't think it takes a toll on your the way that your body is aroused, like mentally, physically? Like if your dick can just get hard, you don't even have to be aroused, like, which fucks with your head when you're not working. And when you decide you don't want to do that shit anymore, that whole system doesn't work the same like it used to, Yeah, I just had like some recreational sex with a performer recently, and they shot up their dick beforehand. And I was like, but like, you don't have to do that. Like, I enjoy whatever is about to happen, and
see, me, that one day I'm retired.
He's like, I actually prefer it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, not to me.
I'm like,
I never had to use any of the age. The most I had to use it at best was like the little, pill that you might get from the corner store where have you and smoke some weed, But to me, I ain't even go front. I like, having on camera sex, not having to worry about having the camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I guess because they need it for the confidence to even fuck. Because it's kind of like you gotta train your body.
I'm guessing, but there's probably a physical dependence too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if your dick's gonna I don't know if your dick works normal sometime after a certain depends, I guess. It's just really risky to play with that to me.
Yeah.
Like I have to think about like if I was a woman and like I had to like shoot up my pussy to like make my pussy work better. Would I do it? Fuck no, I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry.
Because I don't think
when I put it like that. Oh hell no! We're gonna do exercises and we're gonna just be fine with whatever is happening down there. There's no way I would shoot up my pussy in order to work. Forget it. Nope.
Something. See, that's why I told people. I said, men, we have way more pressure because the woman pussy is only not functional. Well, depending on the age, once a month, or depending. Well,
you know what?
A whole bunch of shit. But
that's never caused me any issues, to be honest with you.
No, because there's a thing called instant soft cups. I done seen them. I done seen the big companies pass them out. They don't want to hear that shit. I'm on my monthly. Here, put this in. Be ready in 15 minutes.
Well, everybody has like a different situation.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into lady stuff, but yeah, like everybody's lady stuff is different. But yeah, I work through my period too. It's not a thing.
She said, "Hey, you don't stop nothing.
Yeah.
Don't stop nothing. She about her bread, people."
Yeah.
So like you say, you never really had an agent, because I done talked to plenty of people with agents or what have you. And for you, what was the benefit of you not having an agent? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say they can't get nowhere without an agent. But go ahead.
There was only one agent when I started, and that was Jim South. And like you could just go sit in his office. Like everybody just sat in his office, whether they were signed up with him or not. Like people just sat in his office and hung out because he was the only agent there. And I remember that being like a thing that you did if you were in LA and you didn't have any work. Like you could just go sit in his office and meet people. like, it was more like a social networking kind of vibe, you know? It seemed very informal. Like, yeah. He definitely wasn't actively like hustling for all the performers that he had on the roster. He just was like a place where people could meet up, basically. That's the vibe that I always had from it. But yeah, like I just kept networking. Like I was always of the mindset that nobody sold your pussy more than, you know, better than you did. And especially after, I didn't even realize that Jim South was an agent when I would sit in his office sometimes. Like I literally wouldn't realize.
This guy was a cool dude.
I was just like, who is this guy that everybody like uses his office to like get together at? And it took me like a long time to realize that he was even an agent. But then that was really the only agent in, you know, LA at the time. And that was, you know, representing performers. It wasn't until a while after that agents came on the scene. And by then I was already like famous. By the time there was more than, you know, just one agency, I was famous. Like, and I also kept really good like records and contact email lists and stuff. So I stayed in contact with people, and I would just call people. I would make myself a schedule, and I would hit up everybody in LA or everybody in New York, because I had a lot of companies that actually started in New York. So I had a lot of companies that I worked for in New York, especially like fetish companies and stuff. And so, yeah, photographers, stuff like that. I was really good at just networking and keeping track of everybody's contacts in a contact list and let people know when I was coming out.
Yeah, because it was like, people, y'all just really don't know, man. This lady is like, she was like one of the ones that was everywhere. And when I mean everywhere, like everywhere, it was like every company. It was like, you know, and then of course, when I saw that you started your own, you know, and also, like I said, you was one of the ones that, like myself, you was more independent, even though you was working with companies. Because even with me, I couldn't do the Hollywood. I couldn't go out there. Them shoots, that was too much pressure.
Yeah, I can understand that. You know, I enjoy working out in LA and working with companies, but almost just so I know what not to do sometimes, you know, or like maybe what to do, just like as an examples, you know. And it brings your name to like a whole different market, but nothing is better than owning your own, you know. Yeah.
So now for you, because you was out there, we about to get real. You was out there, and we know porn is a man-ran business for the most part. How much did being around these dudes, how some of these guys move and act, from the good, the bad, and the ugly, that made you say, I want to start my own company so ladies have a place and be treated a certain way, shot a certain way, promoted a certain way? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know that had a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, you know, okay, so like I understand what you're saying, and I guess my focus was on like cleanliness. Like like when you go to set and it's like disorganized and it's dirty, the set is dirty, the bathrooms are dirty, like there's not a clean towel, there's no paper towels. You're like, if you just had one woman on your squad, like just one. You just need one woman. And she buys the paper towels and she's like, oh, we need tampons. And then she, you know, buys some bath towels because people are going to want to shower, and then maybe buy some soap. Like, I cannot tell you how many studios back in the day would not have like most of this stuff. Like, you know, there might
and
be
these suckers make millions.
There's like a shower and like a toilet and a sink, and they're all dirty. And they have running water, yes, but there's no towels and there's no soap. Or there might be like a bottle of soap and it's just like the last of it, you know, and it's all dirty. And yeah, it was just like,
Yeah, I heard girls say that they were like they had to bring their own cleaning supplies. I said,
Yeah,
what? To the studio?
And honestly, if every studio just had like one woman who was like in charge of making sure that the other women here feel comfortable, like cleanliness wise, I mean, sure, other ways too, but what was bothering me was like, oh no, I think I could do this like better. And like the other thing was like food. Most companies that back then didn't offer any food at all. Even if you were working like all day, they didn't offer any food. And if they did, it was like junk, like little Debbie's and stuff, like just a box of little Debbie's and a box of gummy bears or something, And I mean, I'm not everybody, but some companies like did really well with that, but a lot of companies just didn't. And I thought, well, this, and it always make you like think, well, if I had my own company, this is how I would do it. If I had my own company, this is how I would do it, And so that was a lot of the motivation. Plus, I just started creating my own content right away because I've had sarajay.com since the beginning. Sarajay.com is 24 years old, and I've got 24 years worth of content on there. So yeah. So it's nice to have a like whole portfolio. But I've been creating content for that site since the beginning.
Oh yeah, because it and two, you is what I call a kingmaker. So people can understand this. That ladies, you want to strive to where it's more important for the motherfuckers to shoot with you than you to shoot with them. You know what I'm saying? And for you, for advice for ladies to get into business, what's the best advice you give them to take into account everything that's important about their brand, especially the aesthetics of it? Because I always tell people, part of your brand is also based off who you fuck on that camera, how you look on that camera, how you work that camera, and so forth. Speak to that.
Yeah, kind of like to relate what you were also saying before, as far as like being treated differently because you do it in a racial and stuff. One of the things is always the rate, Yeah. And IR was like a step in that whole rate thing, which was like really weird. But I always spoke against doing that because I felt like you should create a brand and own that brand from the beginning. You do all the things that you would do. Like if you like anal, if you want to start out doing anal, go ahead. Like, sure. Granted, people try to do this whole like money levels, like hold out for like the biggest dollar. And I get that. But as far as like creating your brand, do not be afraid to just do whatever the fuck you want to do from the beginning. Now, that might not be what somebody would recommend you to do in order to make the most amount of money for that one scene. But the thing is if you're doing anal from the beginning, think of all the anal scenes you're going to be doing at an anal rate, and you would have missed out on all those just because you're holding out for that one big anal. Unless if you're only going to do it once, you're only going to do it once. But if you're going to start doing anal after that, you might as well do it the whole fucking time.
I'm saying, because to me, it's when you focus on that big payday, you're missing out on your brand.
You are missing out on your brand, and you're missing out on creating an identity for who you are and what you like. But so many people get into this business for the wrong reasons, and they get into the business because they want to be famous, or they like dressing up, or like they want the money. But the thing is like, if you are creating a brand in your persona and you're trying to have like longevity, you need to like fully flesh that out of like what kind of persona you are. The way that I always thought of myself is actually pretty much how I am. And that's like, I kind of like, I'm really fun sexually, and I kind of like belong to the world. Like, and I've always kind of like thought of myself in my persona as, I'm here for y'all,
I'm gonna tell you why I wanted to shoot with you, because she was like, to me, the sexy business professional white lady that like black men. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. It's
Because
stereotype for sure. Yeah.
because it's like maybe because the company she worked with, but she always wore a sexy ass outfit, the heels. You know what I'm saying? She was always, when she was presented as sexy, flirtatious, you know, sex symbol. You know, and I think that what got lost with this generation is the art of being fucking sexy.
Thank you. Yeah, I have always enjoyed being a grown up, you know?
Yeah.
And all the things that go with being like a grown ass woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave us the city that with some sluttiness behind it. That what it was.
Yeah.
So, but to me, it's like now the girls just want to be thoughts. It ain't even about being sexy. It's not about being a sex symbol. You know what I'm saying? It's just trying to sell the sex. And
well, I mean, the work is on them to do everything now. You know, like when I started, at least we had the internet and there was other production companies besides one. Like one now, there's just McPorn, and you know, there's just that one company, McPorn, and everybody else is putting out their own stuff. And you know, granted, that's one of the things that I always did, but I was rare. Like now, everybody is a content creator, and really, what they are is they're the artist, they're the producer, they're the director, they're the editor, and they are the marketer. And it's a lot of fucking work anymore. It really is. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how I would feel if I was a new performer right now. Like,
but see, with you though, you carried the image that when they saw you on the big companies, they saw the same thing on the site. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always talking, I come from the same school as you. The way that they saw you at the beginning, they need to continue to see you that way.
Yeah.
Anything less than that is hustling backwards. These girls are hustling backwards.
Yeah.
Because it's to the point that you took what you saw with working with these companies and you brought it to your own shit, made it your own. You know, and I think, and same thing with me, when I used to watch what, you know, Kev Cash, Game Streets, what y'all was doing, what, you know what I'm saying, all them cats was doing out there in Hollywood. And the girls them days, they weren't gonna fuck with us unless we had that look like that.
Yeah.
People don't get that. They won't go and shoot it. This is across the board. If you didn't have studio quality looking shit, you won't get nobody to come shoot with you.
Yeah.
You get paid.
Yeah.
Because they care a fuck about their shit. So do you think it's the way that they seeing the people that they looking up to, that's like the girls looked up to you? Do you think that's how they see what porn supposed to be, because they see how these ladies are shooting it?
No, I think the young people are just fucking and filming it and seeing just like a bunch of spaghetti, just throw it on the wall and see what sticks.
No rhyme, no reason.
I mean, they're basically doing their own research, you know, on their own brand. Yeah, you know, so that's why we have so different types of performers that shoot different types of stuff. We got those girls that cosplay, and you know, you got the performers that play video games, and I don't know. There's so many different types of performers now. You know, I think they're just
it's a lot. Yeah, I was like, man, because each report, I was like, nothing against the cosplayers, because I love the cosplayers, because I love the cosplay myself. But I'm seeing more of them getting dropping some fuck videos out of this beach shit and stuff of that nature. It's like, I just feel that all women want to be porn stars. They just scared of the reaction they might get if they did it.
I can't agree with that. I know a lot of women that don't want to be porn stars.
I think because some of them, because the regular girls, even on their IG page, be posing like y'all. They just
I think those girls are just trying to make money. You know, They want to sell the dream. They're trying to sell the dream. It's just like it's the new champagne room.
Yeah.
And it's the new champagne room. What's back there? Champagne.
Oh God. So now because we done been in front of the camera, we know how physical taxing, shooting, and all that good stuff. How much do your people, or you suggesting your people to use some of your CBD stuff, or suggesting some of the porn stars to use some of your CBD stuff? You know what I'm saying? Especially to help with the pains, the aches, because I keep telling y'all, it is sexual calisthenics.
Not only that, but like these conventions, I do so many shows and they're like 3, sometimes 4 days long.
Yeah.
My whole body is sore after that. Just from standing, my back hurts, my neck hurts from sleeping in like hotel pillows and stuff. And then my feet will just, we have these bath bombs. They come in 4 different scents, and they are 100 milligrams of CBD. So that is stronger than almost any product. Well, it's stronger than any product that we have. And you get 100 milligrams through your skin transdermally in one bath. And like, one day. Yeah. So on a really long night, like how the conventions are usually like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday after working all day, Saturday all night, jump in the bathtub with one of those bath bombs. I don't even like to take baths that much because I can't sit that long. You don't have to sit that long. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and crawl out of there right into the bed.
Yeah, because even with me, like, I be having shoulder pain a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I kind of want to use something that ain't Tiger Balm, that got Tiger Balm effect, but don't got the Tiger Balm smell.
Right. Okay. So our pain relief roll-on, it smells like peppermint because it's made with peppermint oil, which it's not quite as offensive as Tiger Balm, maybe. But it is a roll-on, and you can carry it in your pocket. It's about the size of a chapstick, and it's like I hit my elbows with it a lot. My elbows, I got a little tendinitis. But yeah, it's good for like on the go, spot on pain relief.
Yeah, because I ain't scared to tell people my age. I just turned 50, and trust me, I be feeling this some mornings. God dang it.
I turned 48 this year.
Oh my God.
I know.
See, people, she don't even look like she's supposed to be turning 48. She still look like she just getting to the 30s. Just getting there.
Right.
No,
I don't know.
It's like you age, babe. I mean, I look at your young shit. I'm like, well, she ain't aged for shit.
Thanks. I live good. I enjoy life. I laugh a lot, and I own all my years. Like I never lie about my age because I'm honored to have all those years in the bank.
I ain't lying, because it's just like with me, I had people like, why don't you dye your beard? I said, for fucking what? They know that I'm old. I can't hide that.
Yeah, fuck it.
No.
It's what it is, right?
Oh yeah. So, but you still shoot from time to time, right?
I do. I still have sarajay.com. I have my production company, wideside.com. And I haven't been shooting for other companies in a couple of years.
I mean, let's be honest. You're to the point now that you really need to.
No, I don't.
You're kind of bigger than some of the companies now.
You know what? Sometimes I want to. I miss people. Like I miss directors and stuff. You're like, oh, I haven't heard from you in a long time. How you doing? Like maybe we should shoot or something. That would be cool.
Look, now, people, I want you to hear this. This lets you know how much she's an icon. She said, well, I still couldn't mind working with him. I miss some of the directors. Ain't got shit. That lets you know how big of a nation. I don't know if I feel like shooting with him today.
Well, like we all go through things where like you only have so much focus and so much attention, and sometimes you shift a little bit. And I've been really focused on my CBD brand, which means that I have to cut certain things out. And traveling like all the way to LA to shoot is been like a low priority lately.
Now, y'all always hear us talk about the experience of going to the Sara Jay events. Fuck that. She got a CBD company. She be going to the weed conventions. She be going to the festival. Tell us how it is, how different it is to be prepared for that versus like an exotic or an AVN, because this is a different crowd.
Totally different crowd. The first thing, I don't have to worry about outfits. Like like the beach shows and a lot of the, we do some, we do dab day shows, and then we do the alternative product expos. Yeah, I put on our logo shirts and a pair of leggings, and that's what we wear.
Yeah, I bet you like them festivals a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like it's nice to have the attention focused off of me and on these amazing products. I'm not there to get attention, for me. Like, I am there to show these amazing products that we have.
Almost definitely. Now, how many fans you run into there?
A lot. Yeah, it's there's a whole method to my madness. There's a whole reason why I feel like I could be successful with a CBD company, because cannabis is something that's not only near and dear to my heart, but I know that there are a lot of crossover markets between the industries. So yeah, there's definitely, but there's also a lot of people that don't know me, which is really, really refreshing. Like, I love that. Not that I'm trying to hide, but it's like,
well, because it's probably you the opposite from some other people. It's a rarity that someone don't know you versus you know what I'm saying? Versus it's a rarity that they know you. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on the rarity that they know me.
If there is, for example, a young Black man that comes up to my booth, I am ready, because I am 95% sure that he probably knows who I am, wants to talk about that, which is fine. Let's do it. But sometimes I'm wrong, and I'm like, oh, you don't even know. Like, he'll come up to the booth and ask me some products, or be like, hey, can I take a picture with your sign over here? And I'm like, sure, take a picture with the sign.
No, and what's funny, when he go back to his boys, like, did you know who you was talking to?
Yeah, or they'll be like, hey, could you take this picture for us? I'm like, I would love to take this picture for you. Let me do it.
It feels good to be considered a regular person.
It's just nice. It's just nice. I do like it, I mean, not that I don't like fame or anything like that, but the thing is like, we already know that part. We already know that I'm famous. I know I'm famous. I've achieved it.
Yeah, because even with me, like, for me doing the music, so well before I did porn or what have you, and being around like the stars opening up for them, they wanted to be treated like regular folk. Because they get that fanboy, fangirl shit, but it's rare when someone just talk to them as a normal human being.
Sometimes, I know a lot of celebrities as well, obviously. And it always surprises me the amount of people that actually just really enjoy being famous.
Yeah. Oh, no. There's a lot. 95% of them enjoy that shit.
Really enjoy being famous, and they kind of want you to fan out a little bit. And if you don't, they're like a little like offended. I don't know if they're offended or if it's like an ego crush, but I've seen it happen many times, to the point where I'm like, I think that that's probably more than not, because people that have sought out fame, they want that, you know, like that's part of the whole thing. Like that's part of it. Yeah. And yeah, that was just, I never sought this out for fame. I don't mind being famous. It's okay. But like also it's really cool when somebody doesn't know me and I'm like, no, it's okay. You don't have to know me. And they're kind of be like, you don't know her. What do you mean? And yeah, I'm like, it's okay. Just let it.
Yeah, because I see you on a bunch of podcasts and stuff. And I think, wait a second, I think I saw you on a big broadcast talking about the CBD. Was it one of the news? I swear.
I don't know. What was it?
Was it? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I do a lot of
it was
different.
Something you were talking about your CBDs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, she be that many places, man. I'm just Google her. You'd be surprised. You shouldn't be, but you will be. So, oh man. So for you also, I see that you have ladies that you work under you, learn under you, or what have you. What knowledge do you bestow on them?
You know, I did have a management company and I ran that for a few years, but we're not really doing that anymore. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for one person. Yeah. And these are people's careers that are in my hands and I owe them the respect of like staying on top of things and getting back to them in time. And it was more work than I wanted it to be.
Trust me, I know the feeling.
Yep. But you know, one of the things I tell a lot of people is that you should know your worth, you know, like and just like be real about it. Like you know, you never can negotiate from a low point. You need to always negotiate from a higher point. Yeah. And you know, just different things with like branding and stuff like that. Yeah. There's a lot of I'm a very skeptical person too. So whenever I appreciate it whenever another performer comes to me and wants me to like, you know, maybe read over some paperwork with them or something, or read over a contract, because everybody gets scammed. And I always feel like somebody is out to scam you. And what's really crappy is like a lot of times a company may not be scamming you right now, but the paperwork that you're about to sign will allow them to scam you in the future. Yeah. You know, and you always have to like cover your ass for that just in case.
Which goes back to the old adage, God bless the child that has her own. You can't cheat yourself, you feel me? So people, I done held this gorgeous boss lady up here for an hour, and you know we're gonna have to bring her back. I'm gonna talk to her because I know she was one time on the Premium Smoke Room when it was on Spotify. Now it's on Loyal Fans, people. Y'all know the Premium Smoke Room, where the conversation gets saucier, tits pop out, dildos might pop off or less. You subscribe. We talking about 4 premium podcasts for you to enjoy, plus special events, and I even go live on X from time to time. And also got a XXX store that you can see my work as I give ladies the work, because big dicks grow in the sticks. That's why they used to call me Big Country. Also, for the people on Spotify, I got you as well. I got Spotify members over there, as I have Had to Smoke on it, where I sit here give my unapologetic, controversial, unpopular opinion upon certain topics that I might want to discuss. You feel me? As well as Savage Smoke, where as I talk to the industry's top meltdowns and producers, as we give you that real smoke from a male perspective about this wonderful industry. You feel me? Plus a whole bunch of other stuff for you to watch. So you got 2 ways to subscribe, 2 ways to see extra content and see the hottest podcasting porn. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Premium Smoke, or you can catch some of that Savage Smoke. Either way, come smoke with us. You feel me? So Miss Sara Jay, can you tell everybody where they can spend money on you and find you sexy?
Yes, absolutely. Check out sarajaylinks.com, where you'll get a little dose of all of my adult stuff, all my CBD stuff. I've got sarajaycbd.click, which we are working on a rebrand, by the way, and it's going to be Bare Self-Care. So check that out too. And that's about it. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate you.
No doubt, no doubt. So people, you know how I end this thing. What did you smoke over? What did you learn? Because I want to educate you at the same time, entertain you. So what you should learn is this. Porn should get to the point where it's one of the things that you do, not all of it. You want your brand to expand, like this lady's brand. You feel me? You want to find different ways of making money that ain't got shit to do with porn. The reason why, because you can use your persona, your porn to be a stepping stone to greater shit. See, the problem is that people don't come into this game thinking long term. They're thinking short term. And when you think short term, let me tell you what you get: short term money. I don't give a damn if you Lily Phillips, you Bonnie Blue, or you just a lady just starting out. Because the key is, yeah, I made $1 million, but the key is to consistently make that $1 million over the years and for it to get bigger and bigger and better. And you are able to make enough money to invest to do other shit. You feel me? Because, see, this lady over here, she invested in a product that, trust me, is growing. CBD is in all the smoke shops across America. You feel me? You know how many rappers are right now trying to get into the cannabis industry? You know how many people trying to get into this growing industry because at some point, weed is going to get legal in these United States. See, also part of being a business owner is seeing what's next and what's ahead. See, once again, I keep saying the key word to all of this is business. Business people make millions. Content creators just make money. What you want to be. So with that being said, you know how we end this thing all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Miss Sara Jay, please say goodbye to the smokers.
Good night.